Yeah, they're a minority of the population, yet they commit a majority of the violent crime.
And being born white and just come to school, come to USC and be great, you can't just do that as a.
If Myron lived the lifestyle he lived here in Detroit, they're gonna try to take advantage of him because he's not from here.
You said blacks are crooks. What that mean? Where that come from?
I'm sure the way he sounded country, Myron probably was like, all right, I got one. He was like, what sense that make? What that mean?
So I don't want to live in a predominantly black neighborhood.
You see where I lived at?
Yeah, it's mostly white people.
Yeah, hell yeah. But
Yeah.
still.
He
So,
he
I
just
think
proved Myron point right there though. He did prove Myron point. Like, I'm in Detroit right now. I'm on a mile, 7 Mile. So I mean, I'm on a decent part of 7 Mile, but Myron wouldn't want to live where I'm at. I don't think if he mind his own business, but he'd have to learn so much to be where I'm at right now. He would have to learn so much. So all he's saying is he wouldn't even want to have to do that. And I don't think he should. I mean, he's multi-millionaire, like, yeah.
You agree on that one?
No, that don't mean blacks are crooks though. It's black people here that's great people. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hello.
sure.
Me.
But I don't want to live in a black majority neighborhood.
That don't mean they crooks.
The reason why is because it's high crime areas 9 out of 10.
I will say, if Myron lived the lifestyle he lived here in Detroit, and the way he is, they're going to ham him. You know, they're going to try to get close to him. They're going to finance him. They're going to try to swipe that card. They're going to try to take advantage of him because he's not from here. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got over 2 million people that follow me, and I move around here comfortable, but I'm still smart. I'm not a goofy. That's why I'm respected around here, but it's a lot. That's why I live in Miami now. I live in the hood of Miami, which is a good start compared to Detroit. But I mean, to me, this is just where a lot of my family is. So they got my back. But anything can happen. The chances of something happening are higher here, especially if you're somebody with money or clout. So I get what Myron's saying, though.
Times.
Damn right. But you'll survive. You'll be
What was
all right.
that?
You're dead right. In certain areas like Chicago or some shit. But we ain't in Chicago. Niggas ain't finna just shoot you for no reason out here.
That's true. They're not going to do it for no reason. But if anything, they're going to be trying to, like, let's say if Myron had a girl, they're going to be trying to disrespect them. They're going to be trying to press up on them. They're going to think he a goofy. They're going to think he a lame. He ain't going to be able to do the same things. Like, they're going to look at him like a square.
Hey, you mean here or where?
Yes, here in Columbia.
Yeah. But like, no, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be like black majority neighborhoods tend to be high crime, and I don't want to be there. And I know you don't want to be there either. That's why you're here, right? Because you're not at Howard for a reason, right? So
I just went here because I like USC.
well, you're speaking really, bro. You got to talk into my.
I like
can barely
Columbia.
hear you.
I like USC Columbia.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. It's good breakdown here.
Yeah.
Ratio.
But like whenever you say
Myron
blacks
funny.
are crooks, you gotta like give a point and some specific like truths to it. Because you just said blacks are crooks and then high crime rate.
Yeah, they're a minority of the population, yet they
that's
commit a
about it.
majority of the
That's all you
violent crime.
got?
Simple as that. Yeah. Like what, 13% of the population, and then the men are like about 6%, and then
That's
they're
also
committing something like 50% of the violent crime.
That's also a result.
That's a problem.
That's also a result of where they are and what they're in and what
That is true.
the government do to them and how they feel. Because you got to think about it, they on government assistance. They sitting here in the hood.
I
and they think that only way
wouldn't
out.
blame the government. I mean, the government do like support crime, meaning like breaking down project houses and splitting people up. It's kind of like a monopoly, right? So the government it's historical ways showing that the government did contribute to like the high crime, the war on drugs, Ronald Reagan and all that. But at the same time, like it contributed, but it's not an excuse for everybody to still be in it.
Sell some drugs and shoot some guns, but that's not the truth. You can go to university still.
Well, that just removes
They just don't know
accountability. That just removes accountability
True.
for black people.
It's because there's less opportunity.
Well, that's not an excuse. There's plenty of people that grow up.
Not
poor
in
that are able to make
2025 though. I was saying 2025. It's a lot of opportunity. It's a lot of opportunity for black people in 2025. We seen that in 2020 during the pandemic. The pandemic did drop a lot of the crime rate though because people was getting money scamming. So they not about to just go snatch where my glasses at. They somewhere. 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody trying to snatch some glasses because everybody had access to them glasses now. Cartier buffs.
themselves without being
right.
criminals.
Look, it's people that can do it, but the fact that they have to fight, and instead of just being white and being born white and just come to school, come to USC and be great, you can't just do that as a nigga. It's not gonna happen.
I would argue that you have more opportunities as a black person than as a white guy nowadays.
I will say it is harder if you come from the trenches because of your circumstances. For the majority, if you come from the hood, it's a lot harder. It's a Chicago rapper who went to college, and I don't know the details. He went to college, and he had PTSD. He was kicking and screaming in his sleep from all the stuff that he experienced in Chicago on O Block. And they sent him to a mental institution, and they kicked him out of the school. I mean, I had a hard life, and I use that to my advantage, though. Like, I get kicked out of places for having fans, showing up the way I show up. I mean, I did it to myself. Look at my tattoos. Look at my dreads, right? and I get a lot of negative attention, but also I get a lot of positive attention from the women. So it is a lot harder for me at the end of the day. But I know people who grow up poor and, you know, trailer parks and all that. But for me, I do get a lot of pressure on me, a lot of eyes, a lot of unnecessary attention. But I do it to myself as a rapper because that's the type of attention that I want. If I was an athlete, ball player, I like my image. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to change that. But I see what he's saying. It is a lot harder if you come from the trenches specifically. But not every black person come from the trenches, though, you know?
I'm lying.
No, that's the truth.
He walked off.
You know that.
No.
You know that.
So
What?
I could talk about that. So here's the thing, bro. With DEI, affirmative action, etc., like we've absolutely made it where minorities and women have far more opportunities than white guys. That's the truth. So
Because they don't need no help.
I will say white guys now, bro, in 2025 is getting looked down on a lot. White guys is getting looked down on bad, like out here. Like, it's bad. Women, for the most part, only want to use majority of white guys for their money. Like, it's bad out here. You get what I'm saying? It's bad out here.
Got it already. They got it as soon as they was popped out the
Well,
coochie.
here's the thing. Look, if we're gonna go off of meritocracy, that's cool, but we don't go off meritocracy. We go off of, we want to go ahead and fill quotas so that we can have a diverse workplace.
That is
and then
true.
what ends up happening is you have a bunch of people that aren't qualified for the job or not as good because we want to bring
They
them
wanna
in
equal out
to
the workplace.
diversify the workplace. I think that's a big problem.
That
I think
ain't
we need to
black
go off
people. That's the women
meritocracy.
thing. That's the women thing. That's not black people. Stay on the black people topic.
Yeah,
son.
yeah, a lot of black people aren't some bullshit, and they get
Shit, I
into
just
some roles
want
or they
y'all- I
get into
get shit
positions,
done.
and they shouldn't be in there, but they end up coming in.
Think
somehow
about T
because
Grizzly.
they
T
get-
Grizzly did get into college and he stole the MacBooks and all that. He felt like he had to do what he had to do to survive. You know, whether you want to argue those right or wrong. That's what that's the T Grizzly story at Michigan State. He was in there stealing laptops and all that.
They get accepted with lower test scores. They
And
get
they'll
accepted
fail.
because of certain opportunities where they're like, we need
And
to
if they
accept this
aren't
amount of
qualified,
kids
they will
into
fail.
our school to fit this quota. So it waters down the entire environment.
But if they aren't qualified, they will fail.
What was that?
If they aren't qualified, they will fail the course, no matter if they get in or
No,
not.
they get in with lower test scores. Is
Yeah,
my
and
point.
they get in and fail if they aren't qualified.
But
for
the
it,
point
right?
is they took that position from someone else that wouldn't have failed if they got
too
in. So
damn
they get an
bad.
opportunity that they never deserved in the first place. That proves my point.
I
They
don't
get in, they
think so.
fail. They shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, exactly. They failed. They just ain't make it. They not.
But they
good
took.
enough.
You don't understand. For them to get that spot,
It's
they
an
displaced
example.
someone else
That's
that
one
was
person.
qualified.
You talking about some small couple people that get in.
Oh,
and
now
not
small
supposed to
couple
be there.
people.
Cause I'm a person that done got there for a reason. You feel me? So whenever
This
you see
is a
somebody that
good
got there
debate,
for a
though. I'm not
reason,
gonna lie.
It's a difference between somebody that just got there because they black.
Man,
got
I
there
wish
because I did.
I
my
wish
job.
Fresh and Fit wouldn't have like ignored Rolo trying to get me on that podcast. And I don't know if Fresh or Fit thought I was gonna try to do something to them or not. Like I ain't like that, man. Like when I showed up to Vegas, even Rolo was looking at me like, "Dang, Trey, you changed." I mean, yeah, I went through a divorce. I followed a lot of the stuff that Rolo was saying, and it made me who I am right today, like the masculine man that I am. But even Rolo was kind of looking like, "Man, you seem a lot more hostile now with the guns and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, because I believe in self-defense. I'm from Detroit." But I hope Fresh and Fit didn't think I was going to come on there and try to ham them and all that. Because if anything, I care about opportunity to being on the platform and share my voice. Like, I think what Myron doing is dope. You get what I'm saying? Myron seemed like a cool dude. He seemed more like nerdy and all that, which I respect. He don't seem like a cut type of guy that I am, but he don't got to be. As long as you got boundaries as a man, that's all that matter.
I did my work. I ain't get here because I'm black. I ain't get here because I'm black. So they like, black people let the black nigga in.
All right, so
they
then
let
if
me
you
in 'cause
got
I got
here,
a 4.2
if,
GPA.
if you got here based off your meritocracy, then you should be mad that they're allowing.
No, facts though, because I do not like being in a place and people think I didn't work for it. That's